This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper. T.S. Eliot for you today. As expected, September is turning out to be absolutely catastrophic for planet Earth, for humanity, for the economy, for you name it. It is going down. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I don't know. It is definitely a thing, though. So, if you're in Florida, if you're in Mexico, if you're in the western United States, if you're anywhere on planet Earth, now is the time to use those preparations that you have been hanging on to for a long time. Florida, get out. Just get out if you can. If not, hunker down and figure out, get away from the shoreline. That's my advice, I guess. I don't know. There's not much you can do now. Anyway, let's go down Zerohedge news. I took a brief scan of it, and it is all coming apart at the seams. So hang on. Hang on to your Bitcoin. Yes, China banned some exchanges from trading ICOs. Not Bitcoin, but ICOs after they banned ICOs. So it's not a big deal, but if you haven't bought yet, this little dip is going to be great for you. I did buy some more Bitcoin or Litecoin this morning. So, yeah, exciting times on the cryptos, too. Let's go down the news. It's going to be a quick one because it's really sad. AccuWeather, no way to avoid another catastrophic weather event. Hurricane Irma is headed right to the heart of Florida. So get out, and whether or not it scoots the sides, it goes onto the East Coast, I don't know. Nobody does, so better safe than sorry. Now, if you have a four-wheel drive RV, you'd be well off. I'm going to get one of those. Still got to get one of those. Next, Bitcoin crashes on massive volume as China plans to shut down local exchanges. The regulation is not against virtual currency itself, nor does it prohibit the one-on-one off exchange of virtual currency. China's just trying to slow the cryptos down. They know it's moving too fast because they're trying to slowly ease people into the cryptos, and they don't want the early adopters getting all the cryptos before the rest of humanity catches on. So yeah, it's still a great time to be in the cryptos, buy cryptos, hodl, hang on for dear life, get out of the monetary system as best you can, do everything you can. Manafort's Russia meeting notes contain no damaging information about Don Jr. I can't even believe they're even talking about this stuff. Trump has turned his back on the Republicans, has turned into a Democrat, as expected. He's going to spend as much money as possible to destroy the monetary system. Like I said, Trump is going to do what he needs to do to get the United States to where it needs to be, which is get rid of the bad guys, put criminals in jail in Washington, and move on to a new monetary system. So he's going to have to destroy the old one. He's going to give billions, hundreds of billions to a whole bunch of different people. So hang on. The money printing has just started, and the Democrats are going to love the new Trump that gives people everything, but the whole goal is to destroy the monetary system. Retail bloodbath after Target announces price cuts on thousands of items. Yeah, they need cash, they need money. And in these day and age, how could Target even compete with the Amazons of the world in online shopping? The world changed in 1990 with the introduction of the World Wide Web, and Target didn't change with it. So yeah, it'll be dead. Anything retail is probably going to be dead unless it's online or has some kind of online avenue. How can you not be online now? I mean, I know Target has an online service, but they should have put all their cookies into that basket. The world is changing again, and the world is changing on the monetary system with the cryptos and the way businesses are run. So we're in the early stage of this. Get in while you can. Pick the good companies because a lot of these crap ICOs and crap coins are going to go away very soon. I think they are already going away now. Let's see. Equifax hit with $70 billion lawsuit after leaking 143 million Social Security numbers. In retrospect, it seems like a really dumb idea to give 3 random companies access to the entire financial records of every American. why this is so important is that the Social Security system was the way that the United States was going to allocate new money. According to the Road to Ruta theory, that's how Ruta allocated the colored flowers according to age. And that's why they haven't touched Social Security. Alan Greenspan was in charge of that when he wrote the first computer programs in the 60s and 70s. And that was the idea, to reallocate money to United States citizens according to their Social Security balances. But with them, 143 million of them being breached, who knows what's going to happen now. Probably equal allocation now for everybody, which would be interesting. Could the China puke signal the lows in the U.S. dollar? Again, it's all rigged, all via computer program in the basement of the U.S. Treasury. Has been since the 70s. So it doesn't matter what China does. It doesn't matter what the hurricanes do. Unless the hurricanes flood the basement of the U.S. Treasury, I don't think anything much is going to happen. Which day it might. You never know. The greatest evacuation in history. 165,000 ordered to leave Florida. I have sent an email to Jason Ford to see if he's bailing. He's farther up in Florida. He's not down by the Keys, but I would say anybody, get out. Why risk it? Why risk it? It makes you wonder if the people, anybody real close to the beach in Florida has their gold and silver and Bitcoin in their own possession. Obviously, the Bitcoin, you can move it anywhere or keep it online and it disappears into the ether. But silver is tough to move if you have too much of it. It's a good problem to have unless there's a hurricane barreling down on you. So good luck to anybody out there in Florida. Let's see. Full-grown market panic is going to... This is the only thing preventing it. The only thing preventing a full-blown market panic is the rigging of the markets via computers out of the Treasury and the New York Fed. That's all. That's all that's... a free market in anything has been gone for 40, 50 years. So it doesn't really quite matter. Israel is launching into war. Who knows what's going to happen there? Trump may get sucked into North Korea, and we might be inching into World War III because these banksters and the bad guys have nowhere else to go. It's either war or they get taken out. So, yeah, I expect them to try, all kinds of people that try to start a war. Let's see, the yuan tumbles, all the crypto, all the fiat currencies are going to tumble. That's why China, at the same time, okay, here's the proof that China is trying to manage the expectations of both the unbacked fiat system and the crypto system. This happened at the same time. The People's Bank of China has just U-turned and has given the green light to the same FX foreign exchange speculators who it criticized, slammed, punished, and in some cases arrested, to now short the yuan once more. So China comes out with two different things at the same time, two different announcements. One's to short the yuan, the others is to put a cap on what's going on with the cryptos. It's being played. Both sides are being played. Yes, there is manipulation in the cryptos. There always has been. Not as much as the other markets. And the manipulation is up. They just don't want it to go up too fast, so they'll make announcements, they'll sell off what they got and then buy back. Computer trading happens in the cryptos just like on the open exchanges, except it's a little harder because of the derivative situation. But yeah, I think it's a great thing that China is trying to clean up their crypto market, and it'll keep a little lid on the cryptos so they don't go skyward all of a sudden at any moment. Great time still to buy. It's load up time, my friends. It's load up time. Let's see, where are we? Crude is getting slammed after China headlines. Crude trades on a computer program like everything else. Headlines are completely ridiculous. They don't matter. None of it matters. Can kicked. House passes debt ceiling. Government funding. $15 billion storm relief package. That's just, the $15 billion is just for Texas. Try $100 billion, $200 billion for Florida after this hurricane rushes through there. And then try more for the fires and more for California earthquakes that are coming. Mexico just got hit right here by another earthquake. This is all part of the plan to destroy the unbacked fiat system. Print as much as you can for as long as you can, soaking up all the benefits, and then shut it down. And we're hitting that point where it's going to get shut down. And here's an article on how Harvey and Irma will slam the U.S. economy. It might slam the economy, but all the prices are ran off computer programs, so it doesn't really matter what happens. But they might want the market to dive now. This might be the point in time. It's clearly close to that. We were predicting September and September-October timeframe, and that's where we are. So just hold on. The 1% has started to embrace Bitcoin. Why it matters. 2017 has been the year when an increasing portion of the 1% finally started to embrace Bitcoin. More wealthy people moving into the space helps provide some degree of political protection, since we know that people with significant financial resource influence public policy. More than half of Congress has cryptocurrencies. What does that tell you? They know what's going on. Trump now hates Gary Cohn, who may be pressured to leave the White House. Trump is doing what Trump does. He's shaking it up. He's kicking all the criminals out. He gave them their chance. He said, go ahead, give it a try, and they couldn't do what they wanted to do. So now he's kicking them all out, and he should kick them out. We'll see what happens. Greatest fiscal crisis in our city's history. Hartford warns it will be broke in 60 days. Every single pension plan is broke. Every single state, local government is broke. That's the big problem, is debt. And the more people find this out, the faster they're going to run away. And as people run towards the exits, that's when things crash. Let's see. President Trump slams GOP establishment over filibuster rule. It's a Republican death wish. Bravo, Trump. I told you he would start turning on people. Now he's going to embrace the Democrats. And then all the leftists will love Trump, and the far right people will start hating Trump, and it's back and forth and back and forth. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, all the good stuff is happening. The bad guys are being taken down. The criminals are going to be charged for their crimes. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, look out. The Clintons, I don't even think they're alive anymore, truthfully. But we'll see, I guess, what happens to them. The Bushes, Bush Sr., I don't know how he's still alive. He's mid-90s, and obviously he's using blood transfusions and all the evil things that those evil people do. But they'll all be shown for what they are, and I hope it's Trump that does it, but WikiLeaks could do the same thing. They have all the Uma Abedin emails. Could take down every politician in Washington. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I just want to say be prepared for crazy weekend. The Friday road trip, I've got a couple new coins to look at. Great time to buy cryptos, and a few to stay away from in this week's road trip. Also, other information, kind of the state of where we are. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it out today, Friday, but definitely by this weekend at some point. And if you're interested in the Road to Ruta, just go to roadtoruta.com. That's the website. And right here, subscribe today. And when you subscribe, you get this. 1 silver Ruta coin. Look at that beautiful coin. Best coin ever. And 1 PPT token, a Populous token. Get your first crypto if you don't have any yet. And more information on the subscribe page. Check out the, it's got numbering on the bottom. That's number 15. And there's Ruta jumping for joy because she's all excited that we're getting rid of the banksters. Bravo, Ruta. It's Bix Weir. We'll talk to you later.